Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Good
Walaikum
afternoon. Good
salam.
night for Akila.
Good. Yes.
It's late
It's
night there.
nighttime.
It's nighttime in South Korea. So we are going to do a podcast on the topic, the new you.
The new
And
me.
the new me, the new me, the new you. And it's
Mhm.
based on the concept of New Year's resolutions as we are in 2022.
So, sis, how is your New Year's been so far?
Honestly, January has been a hectic month. I'm not gonna lie,
Mhm.
it's been super hectic, but it's been great.
Mhm.
It's been the beginning of what we're doing, so I've had time to work on stuff. So it's good. So far, so good. How about you,
So far,
sis?
so good. I mean, it's been
Akila?
good. Working with you has been so amazing. So
Yeah, it's
I can't
awesome.
complain. Like it's been busy. It feels like this year's gonna be a bit different.
Mm, mm.
So yeah, the vibes are good. The vibes are good.
Energy is kicking. Okay, so who we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have on in the next half an hour or so? We're going to be with Shabana.
Shabana Awan. I hope I'm
Shabana
saying that right,
Awan.
Shabana. Mm-hmm.
Shabana Awan. And just a brief intro. She is a certified personal trainer for women. She also does nutrition. One of the things she said is that her biggest inspiration is her religion. She's Muslim.
That's beautiful.
And she
Mm-hmm.
says with the religion, being a Muslim, it encourages her to have a healthy lifestyle. So she incorporates her belief with her work in health and fitness, which is really awesome.
It's
It's
gorgeous.
really
It's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
So yeah, when we talk to her in the next little while, and
Mm-hmm.
after, we will definitely put the links that she has for her different social media outlets. But it's going to be an interesting conversation. It's
I'm
part one.
excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited. It's
Yes.
part one, and then we have part two, which we'll talk about on the day of. But
Yep.
yeah, we've decided to do this it's actually going to be our February podcast, but it's kind of an
Yes.
interesting topic, right? Yeah.
It is an interesting topic
Yeah.
because a lot of people have New Year's resolutions. And something I wanted to ask you, Suze, was
Mm-hmm.
do you have New Year's resolutions and do they work?
I this year no, but in the past I have had resolutions, and normally the
Mm.
resolutions are around health.
Mm.
I'm going to do this year. I'm going to do that this year. But I just thought this year I'm just going to slide into 2022, literally. And what about you, Akila? Do you have resolutions? Do you follow resolutions?
I honestly, I don't remember making any like
Yeah.
with my students, I would like make some fake resolutions to get the class going or the lesson going.
Yeah.
But honestly, personally, I don't think I've made resolutions. No, I don't think I'm a
Mm-mm.
resolution person, but I do
Mm.
think it's a great like stepping stone if you want to
Yeah.
start something new.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to see what Shabana has to say
Me
and
too. Me
what lovely
too.
advice. Um,
Technical
technical
difficulties.
malfunction.
That's going to be yes. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
really interested in what she has to say, especially from the aspect of health and fitness and, her own take on it and working with people and stuff like that. But
yes.
I mean, we know that traditionally a lot of companies, especially like gyms and stuff, really do a promotion at, end of December, beginning of January, because they want to get people. New year means you have a new chance of a new beginning.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes.
Yep.
All right, so
Yep.
we will be back in a little bit with everybody to start this podcast, so stay tuned. See you in a bit. Hey, salam, good evening, good
Walaikum
afternoon for some
salam.
of us. For me it's evening. For Shabana it's afternoon. Yes.
Yes.
For Akila it's night, so this is a different.
Okay.
Yes.
It's 11 o'clock at night, so
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
yeah. So thank you so much for being with Akila and I. This is great.
Thank you
so
for
much.
having me.
Thank you. So we did the introduction already. So just to
Okay.
say, we're with
Okay.
Shabana, and we talked about the fact that you're a personal trainer, and also you do nutrition. You work specifically with women. So we talked all
Yes.
about that. So it's awesome.
Okay.
So we're going to dive right into the topic, which is
Okay,
the
inshallah.
new you. And,
Yes.
and relating that to resolution. So let's ask some of the questions, and then we can have a chit chat around those questions. Okay. So first question from me. So as a trainer, do you find many clients come traditionally at the beginning of each year?
Not necessarily. The most of the time, the clients which I am getting, they are still thinking at the beginning of the year, but by the time they take the steps, it's like 3-4 months have already passed. They've realized that it's high time. And most of the time it's in the middle of the year. But I guess that's still okay, because as long as you make the decision to change, and the sooner the better, and it's never too late.
That's a great point. I like that. It's never too late. It can happen
it's never
at any
too
time.
late. Yes.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay. So the next question, how do you keep your clients motivated throughout the year to keep on going with their fitness goals or health goals?
Right. So the way my program works, I first have a free consultation session with them, try to understand their situation, what their goals are, what they have been struggling with, and then work around their likes and dislikes, and what they like, what they would enjoy, like if they don't want to run, don't ask them to run. If they don't like weight training, don't do weight training. Go for a walk, go for a swim, join a yoga class. That's the most important part. Most of the time what's happened, Susan, is that most of us don't take the step fearing that they will have to leave whatever they are doing, whatever they're enjoying at the moment. Like, they won't be able to eat the food they love. They will have to do some rigorous kind of exercises. So once you handle that thought of theirs, and once you convince them that you can still be able to enjoy the lifestyle, obviously not 100%, you would have to make some changes to see the changes in your life, but you will still be able to enjoy those things and yet get the results, you want, and reach your goals. You have tackled I think 80% part of it. It's very easy for them to jump in your program and to start thinking, oh yes, I think she's got a point, and she might have something I would stick to. So give them something that they would enjoy. Don't push them, and let them work on smaller goals. Yes, show them they have this goal. At the end of the year, you're looking to lose this amount of fat, or you're looking to lose or come down to, you reduce your belly fat or inches from your waist or from your thighs, whatever. But to take them to that point, help them to achieve smaller goals first. Let them work on what they can do now, what they can do today, what they can do this week, and then worry about what's coming up next week.
I like that. So make it bite size. Yeah, small guys, bite size goals. Okay.
Exactly. Don't push them. Let them start making small changes. And one more thing is there, don't tell your clients, come on, you can't do this, you can't do that, you avoid this, don't eat this. They don't want to listen to that.
Right.
But instead, if you tell them, add more of this in your diet, do more of this. So when they start doing more and more of what they should be doing, automatically what they shouldn't be doing, that keeps on reducing. Right. Yeah. So that actually takes them in a right way to their progress, rather than pushing them. And that is the way they're going to see the results happening if they keep on doing it. That's the way when they see the results, when they see the changes are happening, that will definitely motivate them to do more, right? To leave the unhealthy habit more easily. So they say, yes, this is working for me and I'm actually enjoying it, so that will keep them going.
That's good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Shabana, I really like what you say about like bite-size things. And I was just wondering, I wanted to ask like just a follow-up question. How important do you think mindset is when trying to keep your clients motivated?
Mindset is, I think, the most important part of it. Yeah. If you don't have the mindset, yes, you are thinking, what you are having the problem. You are living, you are living in the problem for years. You are thinking of making the change. But unless you do make the change, you do change your mindset of taking the step forward, nothing is going to change. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to see any change at all. That's the first thing, mindset. Then comes planning. Then comes making small changes. And when you also make them understand, once they understand the science behind the fat loss or weight loss, explain to them that, weight loss is not one straight line downwards. It can, in the beginning, you will see the changes. It might go down, but there might come a time when there's a plateau.
Right.
And sometimes it can go up also, right?
Yeah.
It can. So you have to make them understand that's not how your body is going to change. You are going to face the challenges, and every day is not going to be perfect, right? So you have to understand that even sometimes when you don't see anything is happening, even sometimes you feel, oh, I've reached a plateau and I don't think anything is working, but probably because you are consistently putting in the efforts, things are changing. You don't know.
Yes.
It's over a period of time when you will come to know that, yes, all those small little steps, small little efforts, when you thought that was going to waste, but actually they have started giving you the results.
That concept of patience and consistency, right?
Patience and consistency.
Awesome.
So showing up even when you don't want to, doing little bit. Your every workout is not going to be perfect. Every workout is not going to be the same. Something or the other is going to come up. Situations change. You have to be ready for it and to know how you're going to tackle those situations, but still getting things done, even if it is like 60% or, not 100%.
That's good.
That adds to your progress. The workouts which you didn't feel like doing, that added to your progress, which you had done.
Right stuff. So basically summarizing, so you have the small steps, you have the mindset, you have the planning, and then you go with the small changes with the consistency. That's a recipe towards success in your goals. Okay, awesome. All right, Akila. I'm gonna stop talking. Go ahead, Akila.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So since we're talking about the new year and new you, that's the theme of this podcast. Do you think resolutions are necessary or not?
Yes, it is. Again, we go back to the question of mindset. People make resolutions at the beginning of the year. It's like a kind of a reset button for everything, not only just ourselves, but I think every organization, everything functioning, it kind of resets in the new year. There's a new beginning. There are new plans, new goals. There are new changes they want to make. And to top of the list, I think people talk about making health changes. Eating healthier, going to the gym. That's why we see so many people in the gym in January,
Right.
So,
right.
I mean,
exactly.
So even if resolutions fade away, they are lost after 3-4 months. I think it is still important because people because of resolution, they actually did think about the problem they had. They thought about making the changes, and they did make changes, even if it was for a couple of months. So even if they drop out, they do realize, oh yes, I did this for 2-3 months and I did see the changes happening. Let's try again. Doesn't matter if I dropped out, let's try again next year. If they hadn't tried anything, they wouldn't have known that the changes could have happened, or the mistakes which they made. They wouldn't have learned from the mistakes. Unless you do make mistakes, you do not learn from it, right? And for that, you need to take the steps. You need to make resolutions, right? So I agree. I think it is important, even if you don't keep up with it.
Okay.
I feel like what you're saying is like the resolution can be a seed that you plant, and sometimes it doesn't take, right? The first time it doesn't get enough sun, and the next time you plant it, it sprouts, and you're like, hey, it's sprouting, and eventually it's a flower. And you're at the gym and you start seeing your abs, or you start seeing your biceps, and then the tree just grows and grows and grows. So
exactly, like that's when we say that, exactly. When we say if you don't plan, you are actually planning to fail, right? You need to plan out things. And resolution is all about thinking of making the changes, of having a goal. Resolution is a goal, and then planning how your year is going to start or end. That's, I think it's still very good to make resolutions, even if most of us don't keep it up.
Follow through.
But it's still important for them to think over it and start again.
That's a good idea. So let me ask you a question, sort of going to the other side of it now, because I saw something post that was very, very interesting related to this concept of resolution, and it was entitled The Imperfect You. And basically the concept is that just accept yourself as you are. You know what? Don't go for these goals of perfection or goals of whatever. Just what is your take on that? What do you think about that idea in relation to all what we're talking about?
We are all imperfect, right? God created us imperfect. I think deliberately.
It's true. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So we all have flaws. I think most of us have more flaws than one. And we have no other choice than to accept ourselves with the flaws which we have. But that doesn't mean we cannot improve on ourselves.
Yes.
Right? Excellent. The flaws in us is actually telling us, yes, you have got imperfections, but that's a part of you. And you have the possibility of growing and improving through those flaws and become a source of inspiration for the others, because everybody else is just like you, imperfect. So no matter how hard you're going to work on yourself, you are never going to be perfect. But you can always get better than what you are today.
That's great. I like that.
You're so inspiring, Shabana.
I know,
wow. I can really feel your passion.
Yeah. And I like the way that concept, you're right. We're all created imperfect, and as you said, embrace it, but then improve on what you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the change. Wow.
Yeah. And that keeps us humble. You know, even if you see I think the wealthiest of the persons having all the power, all the wealth, you know, everything, or even the perfect body. I'll give you example. Say example, I have a perfect body. I've made my body physique in a way that nobody can tell me that you could have done this better. Even if you have a perfect body, you are still imperfect. You're still vulnerable, because tomorrow, one little virus, you know, one little bacteria, a little nerve pinch somewhere in your body is going to make you cripple, and none of your muscle is going to do anything for you.
Right. Exactly. Right? That's a challenge.
So we are still imperfect, even if you think you are. I'm started having gray hair. I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is take care. What we can do is take care of what we have right now. Take care of your body, keep it healthy. That is more important. That matter. Your looks, you know, that doesn't matter. That is going to fade away anyway. But you need to keep on improving in whatever you have.
Excellent. Great. Wow. Thank you. That's I like the perspective.
Beautifully said, Shabana. Beautifully said.
Mashallah. Mashallah. All right.
Shabana, I can really feel your passion all the way here in South Korea. So, you know, I'm really curious about your journey. I want to know, how did your own health journey start? I mean, now you're a personal trainer, you have your own Instagram, and we'll definitely share that in the link, guys.
Yes, all those things for sure.
Now we're meeting Shabana, the trainer, but how did you become this passionate trainer and this person that's inspiring so many people?
You will be surprised. I've spent, I think, 8 to 10 years of my life in a totally different field. That was logistics and supply chain. And I was working with my dad in his company. But the fact is still there that I was always into sports during school time and college time. And, you know, I was into getting championship cups and everything. But as you know, when we get busy after your marriage and children and everything, most of us, I'm not saying all of us will, most of us lose track of our health. Yes. Right? So down the line, I was like absolutely out of health. I came to London 10 years back, and I actually completed my master's here, came with my family, and our life was too busy. It was absolutely different, just the opposite of what you have back home. You have the luxury life of having maids. You have the luxury life of not doing anything. Your kids are taken care of, the schoolings and everything, education, everything is taken care of. You're happy. But here, it was just the opposite. Like I was taking care of the house, my kids, my education. So I didn't have any time for my, health. And then, to be very honest, after a few years, I did get into a company after a work permit and everything, but the company loses the license and I'm stuck, not doing anything. And we were in a very difficult situation that time. And we did apply for a visa on some other category and we were waiting, but that was taking a very, very long time. So I thought of why not I take this opportunity, the time I'm having right now, let me just, catch up on my health, because things were like, I was really struggling with my health and I could see it in my performance. I could see it as a mother, as a wife, as friend, it was like a total disaster. I was a total disaster, So I thought of getting back to health and I started running and gym and everything. And I started posting on social media and, people were getting inspired. And then I thought, why don't I? Because since this is my passion, and I started doing little courses like learning. Learning should continue, when you're doing something, you want to know more about it. Yeah. So I joined Sister Saida Zaidi's Millionaire Muslimah short management course, business.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've heard of that. Yes.
Yeah, and that was amazing. She really taught you how to convert your passion into business.
Wow.
So I
That's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother podcast. We got to invite you back.
You could come for that.
Yeah, exactly. So, from there my journey began. I just wanted to take it professionally. I took in courses and here I am.
Wow.
That's incredible. I mean, it sounds like you went on your own health journey. You were just at one point you saw the opportunity,
Yeah.
And you invested in yourself, which is the most beautiful thing you can do.
Yeah. So that's what my motto is. Focus on what you can do at the moment. Forget about what's not in your hand. Leave it to Allah. Pray for it. Do whatever you can. Leave it to Allah and concentrate on what opportunity you have today. What you can work on today. You don't know what doors Allah is going to open for you from there.
Exactly.
It's because we know it's your effort and Allah's help. These two things work together. You just don't sit around and wait for your visa to come in and then decide what you're going to do next.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
right.
I like that. You're a go-getter, Shabana. You're a go-getter.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
No, that's great. Oh, wow. Yeah, as Akila said, we're going to definitely you have to come back and we're going to talk about this whole thing about business. I think that's going to be a whole different topic. But yeah, this is amazing. And at least as my understanding, because I take notes and then, I'm taking notes, but I've got a lot of points and I like the way that you've capsulized everything into a very nice box of information, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm very used to talking about my story because even last year, Muslimah Sports Foundation Association, we had an interview last year. So I did come out with everything in detail. So that video is also there on my YouTube.
I saw it. I watched it. It was really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say that also with your YouTube channel, I was saying this to Akila the other day. I really enjoyed the Ramadan series that you
really
do.
Yes.
I love it, mashallah. Really nice tips and information about what to do during Ramadan. So as I said, the passion is, as you said, the exercise and the health and also the religion, the deen. So you have mixed it all together.
Exactly. I cannot underestimate or forget this point, how my religion pushed me to, pursuing this. Once I decided that I wanted to start my business with this passion, I wanted to check once before actually, jumping in it. I wanted to see what my religion is telling me about this, because I didn't want to do anything which maybe I might go wrong. If I'm asking women to go out and run, I hope I'm not wrong. Let me just find out. And it was just the opposite. I mean, our religion is just pushing us to take care of our health. It's a fundamental, one of the fundamental teachings. That was the final push I got. I said, there's no more stopping now, That will be my message in every post. when
Every
it
post.
comes to your health. Yeah.
Mashallah, mashallah, tabarakallah. No, definitely. Yeah, that's exactly. Everything has to make
beautiful.
sense. It has to make sense for you as a person, as a Muslimah, as
Yeah.
a woman, as you know, all the different layers of who we
Yeah.
are. So yeah, that's great.
Mm.
Well, you know what? We could go on for hours. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
We could.
But-
I have so many questions here. I really have so many questions here, but we have to invite you back.
Yeah, we'll have to
Shabana.
Okay,
invite you back.
inshallah. Inshallah.
Because yeah, we wanted to just, as I said, get this portion, but we definitely want to have another time with you so
Right.
we can talk about different things. But thank you so much. And yeah, we will say now again, happy anniversary, because we
Happy
did say
thank you so much.
anniversary!
Thank you,
25
thank you.
years.
Mashallah.
25 years, mashallah.
We
Mashallah.
did stalk your Instagram a little bit before meeting
We
you,
did.
so we saw your
Okay.
anniversary. So
Okay.
we just got to say happy anniversary from Wise
Thank
Lily
you.
Rose.
Thank you, Akila and Suzanne. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you. And I like
You're
what
such
Akila,
a
when
big
you say
inspiration.
stalk, we follow.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
stalking. I was stalking. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
Okay, I don't know which one is yours, but I'm definitely going to follow you back.
Wise Lily Rose, that's
Yeah.
us. That's the
I've
one that
done-
you're following. Yeah, that's us.
Okay, I am that is.
Yeah, that's Akila and Susanna. So that's our health and wellness brand that we're working on, and we have a
Okay.
YouTube channel too where we do meditation,
Mashallah. Yeah.
and then this podcast will be posted on there too, so you can let
Okay,
your
inshallah.
family, friends,
Yeah.
and followers know about it. So inshallah khair.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Shabana.
you for having me.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank you for
with
having
us.
me.
And
Thank
we
you.
will, as I said, we will send all the things. And yeah, people, if you have any comments, please let us know. And if any
Yes.
topic ideas, let us know in the comments below, and we'll go from there. Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum